Testing, testing. Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel for this. I'm Matthew and this is Matthew Hawker Gaming. Today we're going to do well, it's technically from a Magic player's perspective, but it's going to be kind of MTG player Slay the Spire. For those that don't know Slay the Spire, and as I say, I'm going to be giving away a copy of the game. I'll go into that in a minute. And for those that don't know Slay the Spire, Slay the Spire is one of the original kind of roguelikes. So it's like a bit deck building effectively kind of game. Right, we're going to go into run of Slay the Spire. We're going to show you a little bit about it. Just to say before I go into it, and as you can see my thing on the top left hand corner, MTG Fanatic is like one of my aliases. I've been playing Magic for 25 years. I play a lot of that, so I've got a lot of experience in TCGs and like these kind of roguelike games. I don't have the most time in Slay the Spire. I've got like 35 hours, maybe slightly more, because I think I played it on Xbox or something. To start with, anyway, so I've cleared the game with the base. I think the base 3 or 4 characters. I haven't done it on any of the higher settings. All right, we're going to run of Slay the Spire. We'll tell you a little bit about it. I thought that. So Slay the Spire's been out quite a while now, so we're going into a standard run. So this is basically choose your character. You have the I'll just show you the base one. So and those, if you haven't played Slay the Spire, you can win a copy. I'll tell you about it in a minute. This is the base characters. So this is the Ironclad. I'm just showing you the characters. It's like an Ironclad is like a bit like a warrior. Right. So you've got the Silent, which is like a hunter, like a poison kind of character. You've got the Defect and the Wanderer. Those are the base 4 characters. I don't actually think I've cleared it as a Watcher. I've done the other 3. Alright, we're going to play as Ironclad today. Alright, wish me luck. This is just the base level. Alright, so there's not a huge amount of... But there's some story in the game. People know that the second one's coming out soon. So we're going to hopefully probably do videos on that. So the start is you've got your basic deck. So you've got your thing, and this is the whale thing. Let me say so you've got to transform a card, or the enemies in your next 2 combats have 1 inch, but you can take 24 damage and transform 2 cards, or lose your starting relic. I'm actually going to take damage and transform 2 cards. Right, so we're going to transform 2 cards. The aim is to get rid of as many of the base cards as possible. So we'll start at transforming the, let's say 1 of each. Right, so that's also become 2 better cards. You will take damage. Okay, so this is the base map of Slay the Spire. As you see on the right, we've got the legends. So you basically, this is your key. These will explain what happens on each. Unknown is you can get loads of things. It's like an encounter of some description. They're random. You can get anything. This is a merchant, treasure chest, rest, enemy, and elite. Elite is a harder enemy. So you pick where you start. You basically go enemies to go up. There's 3 different floors, and there's a boss at the end of each floor. We'll show you how the combat works. You can pick where you want to start. I don't really know. I just want to end up at the bottom. I'll start on the left-hand side of the map. Right. I'm using Streamlabs desktop to record this on PC. Okay, so as you see, this is basically those that haven't played a roguelike before. I'll explain basically how you go. So this is your energy. This is how much you have to spend on cards in your hand. These are the cards in your hand. The top cost is the cost in the top left-hand corner. It's what the thing. So basically, these are attack cards. These are defense cards. This is ghostly armor. Basically, your hand will not be retained between turns. Your energy also does not carry over between turns unless there's something that says retain on the card. These are the enemies you have to do. You generally can pick at which you attack. So the thing above the head is what's called the intent. So this one is intending to attack for 7 damage. It's got 12 hit points. So you can basically, if you can do it 12 hit points, you'll get rid of it before it attacks. So we'll start. So we're going to attack, 6 damage. Now it did gain some armor, but it's not going to matter because we've got it gone. Now we go carry on. You know, there are lots of different games in these kind of series. This is just one of them. So this is another card. So this is Bash. So Bash works out. It deals 8 damage. Then it applies Vulnerable. Vulnerable means it takes 50% more damage from attacks. So you can do it 8, and that's so if you do these 2, this will finish it off, and you get to go before it attacks, basically. So actually, is that going to work? I don't think it's going to quite do it enough. I'll just gain 8 block because it's not going to... Yeah, I realised it wouldn't do it enough. So the aim is to not to take... But like the base relic for the Ironclad will heal you 6 HP at the end of the combat. So right now we can just beat it. So there you go. Yeah. And then soon at the end of each fight you get a chance to adjust your deck. So you take the gold and you add a card to your deck. Now, so we've got a choice between these 3 cards. The rarity of, as they say in Magic, they say the grey one is a common, blue is rare, and it keeps on going till the legendary kind of ones. So this one basically deals 6 damage, but it deals 2 additional damage for all your cards containing strike in the title. This will mean you lose 2 HP and deal 15. This one will give you strength, which basically is an attack buff. It will give you basically +2 on all your things. So we're going to take the loot. Right, and the aim is to build up your deck, and you can go on to the end. And as people know these things, it's not necessarily about having the biggest deck. It's about having the best functioning deck. So the less cards in your deck, the better, really. And the aim is to... So right, this one's attacking for 11. So we're going to explain what this does. Basically, Ethereal is basically, this is a special thing. So if it's in your hand at the end of the turn, it basically is removed from your deck until the end of the combat. So basically a one-off. So basically, I can't deal this enough hit points, but I can gain block to survive. So I'll start with, I'll gain 10 block. So that one, the Ethereal card will be used up, and then I'll do it 6 damage, and then we'll pause. Let me know what other roguelike games you enjoy, and say I do aim to cover some of those at some point. Right, so it's not attacking, so we can go full out attack now. So each of these is going to do 8. So 8, 16, 24. And then we pause. As you see, the HP is up the top of the screen. This is how much money you've got in your thing to spend in the shops, and this is what encounter number you're on. Right, so they're attacking for 14 now, but I feel we're winning we're beating this on like either this or the next. Alright, so they're going to do attack for 14, so I might as well just block. Didn't quite calculate enough, but like they're not. So they're going to basically so I probably didn't explain that very well. So basically, when they attack, they deal damage to your armor first, and then they go through to your actual HP. So the HP is like the armor is like a buffer, right? So it's attacking for 11. I can't, in theory, the thing, but I might as well try and draw a card to see if it will do anything. So we can't. Yeah, it's just that's enough. As you see, the green is what I'm healing back. Right, so we're keeping on going. So we like the flex with the flex. So we're doing that. Right, so we keep on continuing. Right, we'll go. I'll probably show you one of the question mark squares. So what have I been doing today? What I say in addition to doing this kind of video game content, I do additional stuff for various MTG. I do various MTG content as well. So I did a bit of digital MTG content. I've just filmed one of those videos. It will be an MTG arena video showing my Goblin Brawl deck. Yeah, so I do various MTG and video game content. So now I've been going for 3 years. I just hit 100 videos. So this is 101. Right, so it's doing 15, but we can easily do that. So that's +2 to everything, and these are 8s each, so that's 16. No reason to prolong the encounter. Right, so we take the... So the potions are basically, they'll go up into this, what's called the potion slot up here. You can only have up to 3 of them. So potions are something you can use during the combat to gain a buff. This one will give you +2 dexterity, which means you increase the block gained from cards. Right, and we'll add another card to the deck. What do we want? I quite like the game 5, deal 5. The draw card is powerful, or gain 2 strength. So this is like permanent though. I'll just take the strength one. That's the rare of the 2 cards. Right, let's show you the encounter. Let's see what happens. I'm not really sure how many of these encounters are, but like... Right, as you walk into the room, you hear gurgling and the grinding of metals. Before you is a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the centre of the creature, you see glints of strange light, perhaps something magical. It looks like you can get some treasure if you just reach inside its opening. Have the acid and sharp objects may hurt. It's just a bit like an ooze in like D&D. I do like D&D. Alright, so we're going to say we reach inside, we lose 3 HP, we've got a 25%, 1 in 4 chance to find a relic, and then I think you'll probably get the chance to go again if it doesn't work. I can't remember all the encounters. Oh, we have a success on the first twit. After rummaging through the metal and burning acid, you finally grab hold of a relic and yank it out. You pull your way out, the use damage but rewarded. Now we will see what relic we got. So basically the relics go at the top, they basically adjust things. So this is the frozen egg. It's whenever you add a power card into your deck, upgrade it, which means they're more powerful. So now we're going into this, which is another normal encounter. Right, so we've got... Oh, we'll start off with Flex, because that's for free. So now we've got 3 to play with. So it's going to be two strikes and a defend. Or in theory, you can defend twice for 10. And then attack once. So I can do 16. So this has got a basically a thing. So it's whether I should attack, or I could use this to gain 2 dexterity, which will put these up, but I don't feel it's worth it. I'm probably going to defend once and then attack. So I'll attack the slime because it's got less HP. So it'll probably put it out. Probably get rid of it next turn. I do recommend Slay the Spire to like nearly everyone, even if you haven't played any of these kind of games. Alright, I'll be putting a copy of Slay the Spire. I'm giving away a copy because I got a spare copy as part of a Humble Bundle. I'll be putting a copy below in the comments section. All you have to do to basically to claim a copy is to type in the code that I've put below the video. Now it will be one game, and basically if you claim the game, just please like the comment saying you basically so it tells people it's been claimed, so they don't have to go through the hassle. All right, thanks very much. I'm going to say whoever gets it, good luck. All right. As you see, I've got 10 block and they've got 10 attack. This one basically has been stunned effectively, so it's not going to do any damage. Sorry if I use intermittently the wrong terms. I've played a lot of kind of games even just in the last 24 hours. Alright, so this is attacking with 10, so we can deal with that one. The slime's gone. Now I can start bashing this one. And as you see, you look below the enemy and it will show you or even your hero. Or if you look between the character and you look underneath, it will tell you all this stats thing. So this one is vulnerable. It receives 50% more damage from attacks for 2 turns. Okay, and as you see, it's intending to block, which is indicated by the shield above it. Right. As you see, this has been basically the enemy has inflicted this. So basically, they're putting a load of rubbish into your deck, which means you're less likely to draw the stuff. So you can start out with a strength. I mean, you might as well just attack. So you basically have to pay to get rid of it, or some cases you can't get rid of it. It really depends what the thing is. I'll put the block in, it doesn't actually do anything. I need to say, once you've played the base game, there are also a lot of stuff you can get on Steam, which basically... I'll take Flame Barrier, I don't know if that's correct. I'm going to say I'm not the most experienced in this game. Right, so now I've got to say we can go for things. We can go to rest or go to an elite encounter, which is going to be one of the harder enemies. I'm going to show you the elite encounter because then I can go to either this bonfire or go through here, depending on how confident I'm feeling. Alright, I'll show you the elite encounter. Alright, so this is one of the bigger things. This is it's a gremlin technically. It looks more like a devil to me, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to start out. So this one, he's going to buff himself, so we're going to buff ourselves as well. We're going to gain strength, and then we're going to start hitting him, and hitting him we shall. So it's taken 2 hits. And as you see, the number underneath is the increased strength. So now it's going to hit for 14, so it's going to attack for 14, so we can do We can gain 12 on this, and then another 8. And that will negate all the damage, but that will take it to 20. Right, well, let's see how it does. And it will deal him damage back as well. Right, so we need to start dealing him damage. So we flex. These strikes are going to be quite big. He's got a 20. He's attacking for 20 next turn. Right, so we 12 him again, and defend. And hopefully, but you see this one keeps growing. Alright, we need to do him 40. Alright, so how do we do it? We do 10 and apply him vulnerable, so that means more damage. I can just probably start attacking him because I'm going to heal after this fight. On 19, I should be able to deal it in probably next turn. I've only got 20 health. He's attacking for 30. We need to deal him 19 to finish. So he gets a buff. So we need to deal him 19. So that puts him on 12. And then we strike him again. Right, so that's that got. So now we get Charon's Ashes. So it's whenever you exhaust a card, 3 damage to all enemies. That's a relic basically. So that will be good for like global thing if there's loads of small enemies, depending on what they are. I'm not really sure which is the right one. 3 damage to random enemy or 5 damage twice, so that's 10. That's 9. Or deal damage equal to your block. I'll take that one. I don't particularly think it's me. Alright, so now we're going to choose a path. So basically we could go through and heal. This will enable us to heal. And then we can go to another elite encounter. Should we do that, or should we go this way and play it safe? We could go to like a thing. I'll go this way. Goes to the merchant. We're showing you how the game works basically. So now you have an encounter with the merchant. So we click on the merchant and it shows you a selection of various things you can buy, which are the cards here. So you see these are the options on it. Immolate. That's one I like. How much money have I got? I've got 145. Maybe, but like you can basically, you don't have to buy the things. And you can pay to remove cards from your deck, which will increase your consistency. I kind of want the Immolate thing, but I don't have 145. I've only got 140, I believe is. Oh, wait, can I sell this? I don't think you can actually sell the items, really. Right, so now we're going to, we'll just leave it, I think, and carry on and proceed. Right, so now we're going to the bonfire because we need to heal. You've got various options at the bonfire. So you've got, I say bonfire is more like a Souls-like term. It's more like a Dark Souls kind of territory. No, so you've got three options to rest, which means you heal for 35% of your max HP. It tells you the number in the bracket, so it'll be 24, so take me to 56. Smith, it means upgrade a card in your deck, and the recall is something when you're trying to get to the true ending of the game, but I don't really need to explain that because I haven't got that far. We're going to do the basic one, which is going to be rest. Takes me to 56. Right, we carry on. Right, so now we go to another chest. Right, so now we go mummified hand. When you play around the card, or sapphire key. I'm just trying to win, so I'll take the mummified hand. Basically, it's whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand gets reduced to 0. And as we know, playing cards for nothing is generally quite good. Right, so this is the thing again. There are various different enemies in the game, so this is we say there'll be some different ones later as well. So it's attacking for 10. So we basically want to see how we do it. So we can bash and block. I think bash and block's probably the correct thing. I'll take 5 and go to 51. And it takes 15 coins from you, but you can get them back. Alright, so we do ghostly armor, so that stops that. Now we can deal the body slam because we can do more damage with that than the actual attack card. Right, let's see how we can do. I had a practice go the other day, I did not finish it. Right, so we do 12 block. And like, it doesn't really matter because they're not going to do anything. I'll just gain 2 strength. Oh yeah, as you see, yes, that basically means I could have played that card for 0, but it doesn't actually matter because I feel it's going down this turn, so we can gain strength. That's a finish. Right. So as you see, the gold keeps going up. Deal 12 damage. Should we take that? Can be upgraded any number of times? Yeah. Right, so now we can go either to this question mark. How are we feeling? Another regular encounter, I think. Alright, so this is a lot of small things. We haven't seen these. These are like the gremlin kind of things. So as you see, there's a lot of small things. And they're all intending to attack this turn. So you can start with this. Alright, so now we can do Searing Blow. We'll finish. You finish one of the 11s for a start. Sorry, yeah, one of the 9 strength thing. And then I can Ghostly Armor, and that will negate some of the rest. I'm trying to save these potions to make the boss. We'll show you how they work. Or unless I get a better option of potions later. Right, I took some damage there, but it's fine. Alright, so now they're attacking again. So we can do, we've got 12 to play with damage, which won't take down any of them. So we're better gaining block and drawing a card. Okay, so that's for 8. So we can go 9, 10, 11, 12, we can go to 13. I'll gain 5 block to 13. 8, I'm just doing math, so it's 17. So I can gain more and it'll be 18. And hopefully they don't attack next turn. Alright, so that's 8. Should be the block covered. So anytime you can scroll to, you can click on this and you can see how many cards you've been used, and then you can see how many cards are in your deck, for instance. Right, so now we can see Body Slam will be quite good because we could take a turn where we play Flame Barrier, and for instance, then Body Slam, because that will deal damage, and they're going to take some damage when they attack me back, and they're all attacking. So I've got 12. So now Body Slam deals 10. So you'd be better doing one of these. Alright, so we carry on. Going to take some damage, but there's a bonfire close by anyway. Hope people are enjoying their weekend. Right, Searing Blow, so we can do 9. So they're attacking for 8 now, so we can in theory block all of it with just this card, which is block and draw, so that's fine. And now we can do this, apply 7 damage and vulnerable. Right, so now we're actually we are taking 1, but we are looking likely we'll get it done this next turn. Right, so they're attacking for 9, so I gain 12 block. And then Body Slam. That's 1 dealt with, and the next one. Reminds me of Gremlins, the movie, if people have seen that as well. Right, Flex. It's over this turn anyway, 6. Right. Getting there. I quite like Body Slam, I'll take it. I can't remember how many actual cards there are. There are quite a few in the game. Right, so we can go to even an elite encounter. I'm on 50 of 80. Or we could go through these like 3 regular ones or like mystery. I'm going to take the regular one. I'm not sure. I mean, you could probably be a bit more confident, but like I'm just trying to fit it, like do a basic clear for you. Right, so we can start. This is anyone attacking. So this one's attacking with 6. So Shrug It Off will deal with that. So Bash, you can target freely. Basically, you see the arrow. I forgot to probably explain that. You can generally attack anything in the game. Right, so that's that one. I'm going to say the block. Did I explain correctly that the block doesn't carry over between the turns unless it's there's a certain kind of block that will carry over. Alright, so Flame Barrier. So this is going to be a turn where they're doing 15. So now we can do either Body Slam or the thing. Oh, so body slam will basically get rid of this, so that's correct. And that means I can, well, like, this one's gone up in power to 13, but it's not going to do me much damage. Anyway. Right. I believe the record for this game is it's insanely fast. Anyway, so Blessing of the Forge, upgrade in all hand. Oh, so that's a potion, so that will upgrade every card. Right, so we've got one of these. When choose an attack card of power, add a copy of that card into your hand. That seems quite good. It will replicate things, so I'll take that one. Right, so now we can either go through another. As you see, there's a timer in the corner. I've been 20 minutes. And you see, I'll try. I think it runs around an hour if you're playing at average speed, but I'm slightly under speed because I'm trying to explain the game. Right, so what are we going to do? So it's attacking me for 12. I feel I should shrug it off. And then, right, I've got a choice. So I'm probably going to do it 10 damage. Slaver is this enemy. Yeah, anyway, the next game's coming out soon. You can wishlist it on. You can wishlist it on Steam. I'm playing this on Steam. Although this game is available on nearly every single console, people. It's available on all the current series of consoles. It's available on Switch, even. It's available on Xbox, and it's available on PlayStation. So you're going to be able to play it on nearly everything. Oh, it's available on mobile as well. There you go. I nearly forgot about the mobile. I'll be giving the game. I'll be giving away a PC copy. It'll be a Steam copy. Alright. So I've got one. It's taken for 12. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll do damage equal to block. Yeah, so even the Switch, you can play it on. Just picked up a Switch 2 recently. If you want to see a bit more about Switch 2, check out my Switch 2 unboxing video. I did an unboxing and my initial impressions after a week of play. Alright, so these three are based. If intended to attack, gain 3 strength. Gain 7 block. That's got a drawback. This one's got a drawback. It's lose 3, gain 2 energy, or gain 7 exhaust card at random. I'll take this. Alright, so now I've got an energy potion, so I'm going to discard this one and take the potion. Alright, so let's carry on going. So we're nearly at the first boss. Right, this is a bigger enemy, the slime. As you see, this basically, when its HP is below 50%, it splits into 2 smaller slimes. So basically, you start with this. And now we've got a choice between. The body slam isn't going to do much, so we're going to probably attack it twice. We'll do 10 in the vulnerable because it's going to do more over the thing. It's going to do the thing. You see, it splits when it is at 50% health, which means it will change kind of form, and it won't mean it won't attack. I'm going to take the damage this turn. So you see these slimes that we saw earlier go into the deck. Alright, we flex. It's going to put a negative thing on me. So it's going to be, well, oh, you have to target that. It's not just global. Okay, so you have to target an enemy. It won't make any difference in this fight. Right, so we're going to do shrug it off. Right, and now we've got 8, so we can block again. Takes a 13. We could block again or attack. So we'll take the full block effectively. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I would say I keep doing these different kind of videos. Thanks very much. I hope you enjoy it. Good luck to the people trying to claim their free copy. I think most people should probably have the game by now, but you never know. Another one of my friends is playing currently, so Dan, if you're watching this, he's got 1,000 hours on the game. Okay, so you see it's split into 2 smaller slimes, slime A and slime B. So they keep basically splitting. Alright, so 17. So we can basically shrug it off. Then we go defend. And then we've got 13 on that. So we can basically either defend again or body slam. As you see, the red number means because they've been the power of this attack's been reduced. But it's alright, we'll stop doing this. We'll do that body slam. So we're going to take a small amount of damage this turn. I keep forgetting about the potions. I do need to use the potions at some point. Right. Right, so we go flex. We should be able to do some damage this turn. Right, so we've got 3 energy. So we can deal... You use the vulnerable first because it will do more damage. We're going to go for the... Sorry. Go for the one at the front because it's got less HP, so I know I can get rid of that one. So it means this one is the only one that's going to be able to attack us. Because if you get rid of the monster, it won't do any damage. Right, so this is going to be having a turn off. So I can basically strike it. It's not going to attack me this turn, so I might as well do this. Doesn't really matter. Right. Gain strength. So this puts my strike. So now if you use dual wield, it will copy the strike. So like that, you see, and it copies the casting cost of 0. I wasn't 100% that worked, but it does. Right. I forget about what's the other one? Whenever you exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies as well, which is good against these small things. Doesn't really matter here. It's going to be enough. There you go. Get my 6 back. Gambler's Brews, discard that many cards, draw that many. We'll just leave that. I like the Thunderclap, which deal 4. I like range kind of effects in these kind of games. Right, so now we're going down to the bonfire. We're going to heal back and we're going into the boss. There's a selection of bosses in the game. They're not always the same. I'm trying to remember which one this is. Oh, so this is a slime. Very appropriate. Basically, so we know how the split mechanic works. So we know how that works. Right, so we're going to start with basically dual wielding. No, should we do... I'm not actually sure what the correct thing is. Okay, so we can do Bash and Thunderclap, which is basically the same, because this costs 1 to use. So we'll Bash first, and then Thunderclap. And you see the vulnerable starts building up. Right, we might use some of these potions as well, because we get more as the game goes on. So I don't know if I need to use them, though. That's the problem. Right, so we start doing the stuff. Searing Blow to start with. It's probably going to split quite soon. So it's on 90. As you can see, it's going to change state. Right, so now it's attacking for 35. So that's quite a lot. So we're going to upgrade our cards. Right, as you see, these are now X damage now. I'm also getting see if I can play all these cards. Yeah, currently I can play all the cards. Gain 2 dexterity. Well, I've got very little block anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're going to start with gain 4 strength. Right, so we start with the block. Gain block. Then we're going to start attacking. These are quite big hits, so 30. Now, as you see, I've got over the threshold, so it's not going to deal me any damage. We're going to deal damage equal to the block, and it's got 30 HP left. And we should be winning this fight. It will split in a minute. Right, as you see, it's split into 2 smaller ones. Right, so now they're attacking. That's 32. That's still quite a lot. So we're going to Flame Barrier. And now we're going to either Body Slam or defend again. I feel we're going to probably... so we could gain energy and dexterity if we want to. That doesn't actually... So we can gain... Let's just use them. So we're going to gain dexterity and gain the energy. I think now that enables us to do everything. So we've got 3, so we can spot weakness. We'll target this one. Right, so now we can gain strength. As you see, this defense became 0. Right, so we've got 19. So we're going to deal with the front one. Right. They will go through the block, but I can't say they split. So we got that bit sorted. Right. Right, see what we do. So they're not actually doing much damage now. So, but None of these actually matter because it doesn't do anything. We can just gain all the block. It doesn't actually matter because you can't attack this turn. Or we don't have anything that enables us to attack this turn. Yeah, anyway, there's a good selection of mods available on Steam for those that don't know. It's not that difficult to do either. It's all really easy to do. So there's a selection of basic fan stuff made. There's one of the biggest and best of these is called Downfall, which I may do another video later on it. It enables you to play as the bosses from the game, and it enables you to have basically a lot more thing. It's basically the same game with the bosses. Anyway, I'm sure you can just go to Steam Workshop and it shows you, and it will show you various mods. All easy to do, not difficult. Right. For those that say, let me know what you think. Is Spire one of the more difficult games in the genre or not? I'm not 100% on if it is or not. I haven't really played it as much as some of the other ones, but I do enjoy it. Right, so we're getting there. That was the boss. Right, so see, we get a... This is a special, so we're going to have... I believe I'm going to take Barricade Plus. As you say, basically, some of the cards are like upgraded. So Barricade Plus is an upgraded version because you see the green on it means it's upgraded and the little plus icon. So its block is not removed at the start of your turn. So that means all your block can carry over. I'm going to have Barricade. And this is just one of the classes. There's another 3 or more if you go into mods and stuff. Right, so at the start of turn, draw 2 additional turns. Start the combat, fuse. Gain... You can no longer obtain potions or double the effectiveness of potions. Well, that seems better because there's no drawback. So we'll take the double the effectiveness of potions. And and we'll hopefully build up some more potions. Alright, as you see, we're 35 minutes in. We're in Act 2. Okay, so this will be a bit quicker though as it progresses. I'm just seeing where the thing... We want to go into a shop at some point because we've got 300 money to spend. And you say we're looking for where the merchant is, which is this. So it looks like we're going this way. Okay, so we'll start here. We'll go up the left-hand pole. Right, it should be a bit quicker now anyway once I've explained the basics. Right, so they're attacking for 20, so... I should probably shrug it off and try and draw something. Right, so now we can either do 14, I'll just do 14 and pole. As I say, pole, so it's coming from like a TCG perspective. Normally you do when you pulse, when you give priority to your opponent. Right, so we can cast the barrier and inflame, or gain 2. Yeah, cast barrier and inflame sets us up more for the next turn. Attacking for 12. So I'll gain 10 and attack for block. Seems okay. Health looks reasonably stable at the minute. Alright, so we could play Barricade here, but our best option is just to probably get rid of this enemy because we can do it 10 here and 18, so that would be best. So we just get rid of this. The enemy intends to escape. So it's just going. Right, so we got gold. Fair in the bottle's worth explaining. It's basically an extra life. It's when you die, heal to 60% instead and discard, and it's automatically lose, so you don't have to click on it. Right, so now we have a choice. I like gain 8, block and draw a card. Double block seems alright, but it's quite expensive. Gain block and draw a card, I think, is what I'm going for. I said we're going up the left hands. There's merchant up either way. It's which I want to go through. Do I want to go through 2 regular enemies or 1 and an event? Let's go for the unknown one. That's more fun. We did alright on the last one. As you continue focus The thick black smoke begins to billow out of the ground and walls around you, coalescing into three masked forms that start to speak. Another puppet of Niao, I think. Agreed, she always makes the funniest toys. You notice an oversized grin as the third addresses you. Ignore the others. Would you like a taste of power? So this, you receive 5 apparitions, which are like the thing, but you lose 40 maximum HP. I don't think it's worth it personally. I'm not that familiar with the things. It doesn't sound good to me. I know there's some that certainly are, and if you're near a healing thing, you can probably take the thing off. Right, we'll just carry on going and we'll take the normal thing. Right, so these are the flying bird things. Right, so the only one that's attacking is the back one. So we just gain strength, we gain strength. We're going to gain block and gain block. And now we can body slam, which is 20 damage. We'll target the back one because it was more aggressive towards me. There are quite a few birds in Magic. Some are more toxic than others. The latest birds are like chocobos from Final Fantasy, because they have done a Final Fantasy crossover of all things. I always say it's appropriate to the game anyway. It's fantasy, well, mostly fantasy. Some is more science fiction. Alright, so they're attacking for 10, 20. They're attacking for 32. Alright, I'm just going to gain the armor, because I can't do more than 5 damage, so I'm better defending, right? Well, at least I think so. Right, so it's going to... And this basically acts as an additional life. Alright, so now hopefully they're not going to be as... Yes, okay, they're alright. So now they're attacking for a mere 10. Attacking for 15 now, so it's flame block. And 4 damage to all invulnerable. Right, and that's knocked them down. Alright, I'm just going to have a drink while I think. I did a video earlier, I was having Iron Brew. I'm just having a Tango today. It's a normal soft drink. Mango flavour. Right, so now we've dealt with one of those. We've got 2 left. As you see, the one at the back's going to do 13, but it's not going to be a problem because we can finish it very easily. And then we can work our way towards this one. So I'll just do 6. Oh, that didn't finish it, actually. I probably didn't allow for something. Alright, it's gone now, so now we're going to actually, we can't actually do, none of this will do anything. Let's see if we dual wield. Select a card to duplicate. Confirm. No, because I was hoping it got reduced one of them to 0. I was trying to reduce the cost of the card. Attacking for 14. Attack for 6. Attack for 6. I don't think I did that correctly, actually. Never mind. I'm pretty sure it will be going down on the next attack. As long as I get attacks, that's a thing. Right. So right now we can gain block and body slam. Gain block, and then body slam for 12. It's attacking for 15. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention there's also, because I like my physical board games, there's also a Slay the Spire board game. If you've played that, let me know in the comments. It looks like looks quite good, but like it's quite expensive. It's around, I'm in England, I'm in UK though, so it's around, I think it's around 90 or 80 something. It's quite expensive, but it's interesting. If you've played that, let me know. We're getting through this fight anyway. I think I need to heal soon again. Doesn't matter, this is going down. Oh no. Right, the Thunderclap will finish it, so we do that. Right, so that's that dealt with. And we get a strength potion. What was the thing? Oh yeah, see, I forget, it's a double the effectiveness of potions. I don't know how that's going to interact with that. Right, so now we've got, so gain 4 strength. So we probably want the block one, because it goes well with the things we have. Right, so now we've got the merchant, so this should be a bit better than the last time. So basically we were looking at improving our deck. We've got 300 and something to play with. Alright, so these are all basically the relics we can have. Game regen, each time gain 10 regen. That seems. Oh, is that a potion? Oh no, that's a potion. This is a relic. When adding cards to deck, can we raise match to we got an additional copy of that. Should we have this? Yeah, so we basically get a copy of something in our deck. So let's see, what do we want a copy of? We want a copy of. Should we have Barricade? Let's have a copy of Barricade. Right, now we've got 170 to play with, and it looks like I'm probably going to pass on these, I think. Right, so we're going to proceed. Right, so now we're on this. So I want to probably go this way because I've taken quite a bit of damage. This is a regular encounter though, and we can heal at the end of this one. Right, so we're going to try body slam our way through these enemies so we can gain strength. Right, so now we're looking at, so we're probably going to ghostly armor for once. Then that looking like the body slam is going to be the thing. So we're going to thunderclap to make them vulnerable. And then we're going to slam basically the, which one do you slam? I'll slam the front one. We're not taking any damage this turn. It will just go through the armor. And they've okay, so we've got the barricade now, so we can flex, shrug it off. Should we play the barricade? Yeah, go on then, because it's not going to go through. I mean, we could defend and then do. I'll defend, and because it's like more likely to get rid of this. We're not taking anything anyway. This was going down like probably next turn. We would have carried over 7 block to the next turn if we had the barricade, but we would have done less damage. So this is only attacking for 9 now. Right, so I've only got 6 here. So 12 will finish it, so we do that. Doesn't matter now. Right, so they've got 90 left. Yeah, a run on this game is probably an hour, but like... right, so it's attacking for 21. So we're going to gain 13 and probably bash it for the thing. It's going to do me damage over the top, or I could gain strength. So that's doing it 8 and this is doing it 6, but you get a buff on your next one. Well, it's not the next one, it's 2 more turns. Right. Attacking for 13, so it looks like Flame Barrier is coming down. Might as well do it damage because it's not going to. I can gain more block or draw a card, but drawing the card won't make a difference because I won't be able to play it, so I'll play the attack instead. Can we get through this fight without. So it's taking. Oh, it's going to do 30 something now, so this is the point where we need to do something. I'll gain the strength now to see if I can do it, so gain strength. I don't think we're going to do it though. So I'm going to gain 10 block. So I'm going to hit Searing Blow and then do it. I'm going to die this turn, but the bottle thing is going to bring me back. Brings me back on 48. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, okay. Right, so now we can basically, we're going to go with the shrug it off, defend, kind of plan, and then body slam. Alright, so we've got 16, so at least we're doing something. So 20, yeah. Some 30. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much. Alright, so what are we going to do? I can block, so it's doing 24, so I can defend for 13. And attack, that's probably the best, so we'll do that. Wait, I've got a 1. No, 10 won't finish it, so we'll block. $18, so we do the vulnerable thing first and the attack to finish it. what have I been doing today? I've been I made another video. I also watched the wrestling today. I enjoy my wrestling, WWE, for those of me. It's available, WWE's free on Netflix now. That's one of the best things that's happened for a while for the thing. Right, so now it basically, a beggar cloaked in fur reaches his hands out towards you as you pass. Spare some coin, child. So you can offer 75 coin to remove a card from your deck. So now they can be things that put in negative cards into your deck. You can use it to remove these effects. I'm just going to pause, to be honest. I haven't, so we're going to go into the bonfire. We're going to heal again. I might be a bit cautious, but like you can do other things at the bonfire. You're going to upgrade a card instead of that. So there's a bonfire here now. So we will upgrade a card next time or do something else, right? Bag of marbles. I'll take the bag of marbles. Right, so now we can go to the bonfire, and like now we're on full HP, so what can we do? We can smith. So we can upgrade a card. So what do we want to upgrade? So I'm going to upgrade, that's kind of, what do I want? Let's upgrade Inflame to gain 3 strength. Right. Whenever you play 10 cards, draw a card. I'm just going to take the relics. The pendant things, they go in towards something, they go into the top. Choose one of 20 cards to add to my deck. Because I didn't want to do that. Okay. Oh, Whirlwind, 5 damage to all enemies X times. That's quite good. Or double your strength. That seems good. I'm going to take Whirlwind, though, because that's one of my favourite cards. It's the equivalent of Earthquake in another game. I'm just going the basic. We're nearly at the end of the Act 2. Right, so now as you see, Earthquake is basically an X spell. So how do X spells work in this game? You can put X into it. Basically, it deals X damage up to your maximum, basically. So you flex. And then you basically 7 damage to all enemies X. So it's going to do 20. See, like that. So it stunned that one, and that one's going to be the only attacker left. Is you see the ink bottle, whenever you play 10 cards, draw a card. It keeps track of how many on it, so it shows you a number, so it's got 2 number on it. Right, so can we get rid of the thing? So we shrug. Shrug and Ghostly and Slam definitely gets rid of it, so that's 18. Okie dokie. I'm using Streamlabs desktop on PC to capture this. Reasonably easy to use software, but my camera and microphone unplugged, so I had to sort that out, but other than that it's fine. So it's attacking for 10. There's no block options, so there's basically we can just start, is it deal 12 or deal 8 and apply vulnerable 2, and that leaves you a bit more energy. Yeah, I hope to be able to cover other gameplay from more the classic console kind of thing, but you need a capture card for that, and I do not currently have a capture card. I will get one at some point. So all my different playlists will be linked in below, and I've got lots of different various kind of videos. Some are MTG related. Some are video game related, and there's a couple of off-topic kind of ones. Alright, there's something for most people on there. Right, we're going to play the Barricade. I've just played it for no reason, haven't I? Yes, I have, because it's not going to do anything this turn, because I'm not going to carry over any block. And I've got a load of unplayable cards in my hand. But he is taking damage. After this, I'm probably going to have my tea. Not sure what I'm having yet currently, but we'll see. He's got 16. Can we do it? 16. No, I don't think we can, but we can do it. Oh, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Deal damage equal to block. Yeah. Don't read the cards. Right, so now we can have. Add a random. Cost 1 less. That's 18. That's expensive. Infernal Blade seems it's add a random attack card into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. So that seems a free attack is good. Right, we're going back up to the bonfire. We're going to rest again. Probably being a bit cautious, but I just want to finish it. Right, so we're on boss 2. Right, so this is the guy on the throne, effectively. Throne. Right, so as you see, he's not attempting to do anything, so we want to start applying some pressure. We're going to use the Infernal Blade first, that gives it an attack. So that's cleave, so that deals 10 damage to all enemies, so we're going to bash him. It gives him vulnerable. Then we're going to cleave him. It's the Collector, is what he's called apparently. I believe you can play as him in the mod. Right, so now we can do one of these, it doesn't actually matter. We won't do the ethereal one because that will be removed. Right, as you see, these the little minion things that have spawned. Right, so we're going to gain some strength. I don't actually do anything gaining the strength because there's nothing to attack with. We can just play the card, attack or power card. I didn't really get me involved, did it? This is also going to attack me. Right, as you see, when you play... So on my next attack, I'm going to get to draw a card. So I'm probably best doing Whirlwind. Right. As you see, I drew a card. Right, so it's not so much this turn, it's 14. Let's see if we can deal with some of these things. So 14, so basically we'll start with, we'll block for sure. Right, now we can get basically either Thunderclap or one of them things. We'll start with Thunderclap. Right, and then you say... so we can either gain 3 strength or attack. Or gain 3 strength and hopefully survive this turn. I'm not sure we're getting through this actually, it looks like we're getting worse. We've only got 20 HP left. Let's see if I can get through this. It's just inflicted some status on me, so I'm taking more damage, I believe. Alright, so now we can start doing stuff. So we can flame block. And either ghostly armor or shrug it off. That's 9 armor, this is 9, so we do that. Not sure I'm getting through this actually. Right, let's sit hope and see. Oh no, this just killed me. Alright. Alright, never mind. So that was we got to the end of Act 2. Not a great thing, but I was trying to do it and talk at the same time. Right. Alright, so that was Slay the Spire, and we say if you want to claim a copy of the game, please go to the comment below the video, and you can say you should be able to, there'll be a code which you basically input in Steam, and you can go to the redeem code section and it will give you a copy of the game. Just if you claim it, please make sure you like the comment, because it enables people to know that the game has been claimed. There's only 1 copy, but good luck to those that tried to claim it anyway. Alright, so this has been Matthew, and this has been Matthew Hawker Gaming. Please like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you're new to the channel. It helps me grow the channel. And we say I'll keep doing these from a Magic Player's Perspective series, is what we call it, basically. Alright, thanks very much. And would I recommend Slay the Spire to most people? Yes. I mean, you say there's a sequel coming out as well. So if you've played this one, the second one will be something new for you. Alright, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.